loud. Turn it up loud.
Welcome. You're now listening to It's Just a Show podcast. Controversial.
Yo, did she really say that?
No, I think she did.
Entertaining, innovative, real, and raw. Hold on tight. Here's your host, the one and only, Hustle Queen Lee.
Yo, what's good, family? I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another review of Tyler Perry's House of Payne, Season 9, Episode 13, entitled Moving On. And that's exactly what I want them to do, to move the hell on from these storylines that they keep giving us week after week that's going absolutely nowhere. All right, now that I got that out the way, what's up, y'all? I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys for your continued support, for continuing to comment, to view. I appreciate you guys so much. And y'all know how I do. If this your first time coming, listening, viewing from Spotify, YouTube, wherever you are in the world, whatever platform, I want to thank you. If you are a returning family member, y'all already know. It's good to hear from y'all, see y'all, and interact with y'all again. And I'm going to get right into it. Now, this is probably going to be another short one. Miranda playing games. I'm not even going to comment on what Ella and Curtis was talking about in the beginning of the show, because honestly, I don't even remember. So it didn't stick, so it ain't worth talking about. So Miranda playing games. I didn't have much respect for Miranda to begin with. I don't think I have none for her now, because I'm like, how the hell do you allow your potential date to pick you up at your soon-to-be ex-husband's parents' house? That's the stuff that gets you cussed out. That's the stuff that will cause someone to put their hands on you because you're playing. Because your whole scheme is for Ella or Curtis to tell Calvin in order to make him jealous. Because you walked in on him kissing, I done forgot the girl name now, Lauren. You walked in on him kissing Lauren. And so now you're in your feelings and you're trying to retaliate. Y'all grown-ass adults. I'm like, y'all doing things I was doing as a teenager. Now, I ain't do nothing that extreme, but I'm saying when it comes to like trying to make someone jealous and things of that nature, that's what I was doing in high school. So I'm like, y'all are grown with children. Why are y'all doing this? That just really rubbed me the wrong way with Miranda. Like, I really could have put hands on her if I could have went through that TV, because it made no sense. And I'm like, where the hell are Miranda's parents? Who's in her ear? Who is guiding her? Mama, where you at? I remember Miranda's parents when they came on the show. They were on the show a few times. Miranda's father is a doctor. I don't know what Mama do. Mama could be a stay-at-home. But I'm trying to understand what's going on. Why ain't nobody helping this baby? And stop going to Ella. Ella gives the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. She basically told Miranda, because, Miranda, I want him back and blah, blah, blah. And she basically told Miranda, keep going to him. Keep telling him till he hear you. Keep going. I'm like, what? Ella, what? So you're basically giving Miranda permission to harass your son? Please help me to understand that concept. You're giving her permission to harass your son. Because if you had a daughter, and would you send her husband, baby, you just got to continue to go over there, pop up at her house, do all of this until you get your point across? No, you would not. No, you would not. Nah, you wouldn't do that. So that to me is very unfair to do Calvin in that way. I really, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to need for Ella to shut the hell up and get yourself out of Miranda and Calvin's personal business. You shouldn't be in their marital affairs anyway. When they come to you for advice, you have none. You should be silent, mute. I just keep saying, hell, you married to Curtis. What can you tell me? This man disrespects you on the regular. It just seems like y'all have grown in age and they just tolerate each other. That is not a marriage. I know people who've been married for years and years, have grown old together, and they like each other and they enjoy each other. It don't seem like I see that with Ella and Curtis. They don't enjoy each other. They just tolerate each other. I've seen marriages like that too. That don't look very fun to me, but it's like, just stay out of their business. I really do hate that. I really do. The other thing that pissed me off, I try not to do these reviews like this, but House of Payne just touches a special nerve because I know it could be better. They have two great of actors and actresses on that show for them to be acting that horrible material. But anyway, this is one of my biggest issues with Tyler when it comes to any of his work is the continuity of the storyline. Half of his stuff don't make sense, and he actually is like he forgets what happened in previous episodes or what has happened in the story. It makes no sense to me. So, Jesus Christ. So, Malik acted as if he wasn't aware that his parents were ever divorced. Really, Tyler? He acted as if he didn't know that his parents dated other people. Really, Tyler? See, when you are a diehard fan of a show, you know the ins and outs. You know what happened. There may be some things you forget, but for the most part, you know almost everything that has happened within that story. So we know that while Janine was in rehab, CJ divorced her. Okay, CJ divorced her. When Janine got out, when Janine got clean, Janine started dating this man named Brian Dawson. Brian Dawson was an ex-pro football player who had buku money, all of that. She was happy with him. Hell, I thought they was going to get married. Janine got pregnant. Brian Dawson done took Malik and Jasmine out. He done spent money on them, give them little video games and stuff. Like, we know this. Malik knows his parents weren't married. Malik knew his parents were divorced. Malik was around when Brian Dawson was around. Malik was around when CJ was dating. I can't remember the character's name, but it was played by Robin Givens. Had a whole damn relationship. And now we're just supposed to act like Malik wasn't aware of this when he was dead a whole damn time. I said, you know what? I can't. I really can't. It made no sense to me. It just really didn't. I'm just like, I don't even understand. Because even when Janine got out and she started dating Brian Dawson and she was pregnant and all of that, she left and moved in with him. Like, literally. The only reason she returned is because they found out Brian Dawson was being sent to court, or he was, because a lady was trying to sue him for child support. Come to find out, the brother was sterile. He couldn't have kids if he wanted to. So that left, CJ's the father, because her and CJ slept together when they went to their friend's anniversary party or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, Tyler, did you really just do this? And you wrote it? Most productions have a script supervisor, and the script supervisor, they are needed on all his shows, because what they do is they know almost everything about the show. They pay attention to the script. I mean down to the detail. They are so like meticulous and intentional with trying to make sure that your script it keeps with the continuity of the story. He need that. And if he has one, they need to be fired because they're not doing their jobs. And so I know some people out there had to set some people straight too. You know, what makes you an expert on this and what makes you this? I don't go out and just speak about my accolades, but sometimes you gotta let people know who the hell you is. Who the hell you are. Y'all know what I mean. But I'm just saying, I'm like, I've done that. I've written scripts. I put on productions. I wrote, produced, and directed show. Like, it's what happens. And so it's like, there's just no excuse for a man of Tyler's caliber that he should be putting out mess like this. Really, this show, like I said, it's called Moving On. He may need to move on. But then I got a little happy because I saw that Janine is going to be on next week's episode, and it looked like Jasmine is, got a little weed habit. And I know that could be triggering because we know that Janine was addicted to crack for a long while. So we're going to see what happened with that. That was pretty much the show. That was pretty much what it was. Nothing happened. Like, honestly, nothing really happened. I don't, Curtis went over to CJ them house. He's trying to get Miranda's telephone number to call her back over because he wants to meet the dude that she's dating. I can't remember his name, but he's a professional football player. And I'm just like, Miranda said she went on a date, but all she could think about was Calvin. I just want Miranda to stop acting so damn thirsty and stop being so desperate. Like, this is not you, sis. You are a strong woman into real estate. You making good money. I understand your love life may not be what you want it to be, but sis, this ain't you. this ain't you. Tyler, you pissed me off. And you made Miranda become that chick, and she's not that chick. But yeah, that's really all it was, dog. That's really, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. That's really all it was, dog. It was nothing more, nothing less. That's really all that it was. Honestly, I wish we could get 2 episodes of House of Payne, not because they're so good, but because there's really no content within one episode. So it makes these reviews very, very short. And sometimes I actually like drag certain things out to give at least 10 minutes because it's just not there. It's just not there. So, yeah, that's all, folks. But I just thank you guys again for, riding with me, for listening. And I still got people asking about assisted living. I'm not reviewing assisted living at all. Sorry. No, I can't do it. I can't. But if y'all got any other suggestions, y'all let me know. As soon as Queen Sugar come back, I'm doing that show. I'm also, I don't know if I told you guys, I think I did, but I don't know, about Patreon. I'm going to be doing that, but it's also going to be like with these different videos, I'm going to get a little deeper with these videos and just doing like some character analysis and really digging in to like Curtis and Ella and these toxic traits that have been displayed to not only Calvin and CJ, but to Malik and Jasmine. Like these are generational things that happen. It's like, what can we do to eradicate those things that we don't continue to pass down those traits to the generation that's coming up. So it's like it gets a little deeper with the Patreon, but I'm gonna let you guys know when that's gonna be out so you can look forward to it. Thank you guys for commenting. I appreciate it. If I missed something that you think is worthy of conversation, make sure you put it down in the comments, and I will holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. One.